Greetings, friends. Father John here with our Director of Evangelization, Pedro Silva. Glad to have you on again today.
Glad to be here, Father.
That's good. I'm glad. Yeah,
Yes.
but Pedro, he is doing what I did for the last 6 years before I became pastor here. And there are certain things that I did here, program-wise, like Christ Life, that I think had a positive impact here at the church. We actually got some leadership through Christ Life that are key members of what we're doing here. Pedro is also concerned about putting together some programs for our adult crowd here. But also, Pedro, you seem to have a real passion for what we might call mentoring or discipleship, and that's how you define, formation, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
So even in a book like Formation of Disciples,
Mm-hmm.
the evangelization really focuses on a one-to-one relationship and focusing on sort of a small group of people
Right.
to be key leaders within a parish. I mean, we're really just we're trying to imitate the master.
That's right.
Jesus had 12, he
That's
had his 12 and those 12 went out.
Right.
And so because every person and that individual work is so important because every person has something that they desire to know. They have some sort of interest that's unique to them. So what do? Like with each person, you try to appeal to their desire to what they uniquely want to know. So in that way, you're using passion and excitement to progress them along the spiritual life.
Excellent. But another thing, you can't hide.
You cannot hide.
You can hide in even Christ Life, right? Even though there's a table of conversation, it's still 10 people, but you can still hide somewhat. But the formation we're talking about is that, hey, listen, we've got to be real, right?
Yes. So I think a less scary word. So when we use discipleship a lot,
right?
But I think in the end of the 12's discipleship, what did Jesus extend to them? Friendship.
Right.
And you can't hide with friends. So if you're doing it right, by the end, you actually have a friend.
That's the point. Yeah, that's great. Because it's in friendship that we grow, right? Yeah. I had an experience like that, when I was teaching in the seminary. We had a peer mentor for years. And he saw me, all the good, bad, and the ugly, He recommended books for me to read.
Yes.
You like doing that, don't you?
I love doing that.
Recommending books that's not just generally here, this is a great book for everyone, but you assess where people are, right?
And I pray. I really pray before I give them a book. And I'm like, I think this is going to be the one.
Yeah.
And usually most people, they take that book and they devour it because it's exactly what the Holy Spirit would desire to give to them.
Excellent. So we're talking about a formation that's tailor-made for a person when we're doing it like one-on-one or in small settings like that. You can't hide, but on the other hand, friends don't hide, don't they? I like that idea of friendship. And so if we can, so I guess what I'm saying here is that there's two things going on here at the same time when it comes to adult formation. There's the programs, and they're good and they're necessary, right?
Very much so.
Yeah.
But first you need a group of people that have been discipled and they're friends. And so within that friendship group, they're able to carry out these programs. And then they're able, through the programming, to find other people and to pick them out and invite them into discipleship with them as well. So it's that spiritual multiplication.
Right.
But first you need to form the crew.
The crew.
You need the crew.
Right. Love it. Well, I hope this gives you some understanding of the accompanying piece as we bring it to a close. Like, we spent, Pedro, when you were first here, you had to really worry about a lot of the
faith formation.
The faith formation for the kids and their families and stuff like that. But we want you to know that we're not avoiding the adults. We want to
There's
really
a
get
book
into it.
club we're going to start here pretty soon, and we're going to be focusing on short stories. And one of the first short stories will be Leap by Nigel by Tolkien, which is
That's
a
right.
wonderful, wonderful book.
He spent his whole life painting one little leaf, right?
One little leaf.
Yeah.
And go through his journey in purgatory. It's awesome.
You're going to want to be on that. Okay, well, God bless.